So, like 3 out of 6 kids in America today, according to CNN Health, when I was younger and I was in elementary school, I was made fun of for my weight. It's something you probably wouldn't know now, considering the substantial changes I've made in my personal life as an adult. Although, when I was younger, and as I think now, how fair is it that I was made fun of for my weight? I mean, as a 3 or 6-year-old, I didn't choose what I ate. I mean, granted, yes, there's things that, I didn't like, but it really didn't, I didn't pick what I ate. So today, what I'm going to teach you, and just like many other parents today, is how to pack a healthy lunch and show you the difference of a healthy lunch from a non-healthy lunch. Packing a lunch for your child is just something small that you can do to make your difference and do your part to help your child. And when they have their lunch also, they tend to have it at school, which you're not around. So it kind of gives them a way of making their choices their own. So first today I'm going to show you how to make a proper sandwich for your child. Second, I'm going to show you the difference between unhealthy sides and healthy sides for your kid's lunch. And third, I'm going to show you how you can get rid of all of those sugary and unhealthy drinks. So first, let's start out with a sandwich. Normally in America today, a sandwich today consists of white bread, bologna, cheese, mayonnaise. We don't want to have any of that. Bologna is processed, white bread is dyed wheat, and third, the mayonnaise itself, normally parents put too much on because their kid likes it or it tastes better. So what we did is I brought in wheat bread. Wheat bread gives you the number of grains of your half cup of grains that you need daily. But it only gives you a part of that. So we're going to start out with wheat bread. Also, as a babysitter, I'm able to take these little tips that I've learned, and I'm able to apply it to the kids I help. So then we're going to add mustard. Something about mustard is it gives you a little bit, it's not necessarily less calories, but it doesn't have all the fatty acids that mayonnaise has. So we're going to squirt a little bit of mustard on there. And then, second, what we're going to do is, kids today, they don't want all the vegetables. They don't want go to Subway, you get the lettuce, the cheese, the tomatoes, the onions. They don't want all that. So we're just going to go with a simple turkey and cheese sandwich. So you can either have a turkey sliced breast or you can have a roast chicken breast. Your child will not necessarily know the difference considering they're both white meats and they're both freshly sliced and kind of look the same. Not saying you should trick your child or anything, but saying that it will make a difference. Also, when I was younger, I would normally have a salami sandwich. That was just what I liked. But as I got older, I realized salami also has all the oils and the fats that normally you wouldn't want. So like I said, we're going to start out with some simple turkey. Like that. And then we're going to add some cheese. If you buy one of these cheeses, then your child also can taste all the different kinds of cheeses, widening their variety in their diet. So we're going to go with simple American cheese. That's the mostly yellow one. Okay. And then we're going to put that away. Also, if you get your kid in the kitchen, it really helps them kind of almost learn how to cook in a way. Something else is I always grew up in the kitchen, so that helped better me. Like now I'm able to make my friend's dinner, or even, like my boyfriend will go to work and I'll sometimes help him pack his lunch. So it just kind of helps when you're older. So if you get your kid in the kitchen, that's another option. And then you have your sandwich. It has more daily value in it than your normal bologna sandwich, like most of the children that their friends will be eating. And if you ask me, it tastes better. So you're going to take that and drop that in their lunch. Next, I'm going to show you alternatives to sides. Normal children today, they like Lay's, they like tortilla rounds, they like Cheetos, they like Fritos, they like all of that very unhealthy, greasy stuff. Even the chips that are baked, children, chances are, don't like them, and they still have the fatty acids that come on the flavorings of the chips. So a healthy alternative to that is Pop Chips. Pop Chips taste just like tortilla chips, but they're made with popped corn and they're baked. And they don't have the cardboardy taste that most baked chips have. So what we can do is we're going to pack a small little bag of Pop Chips. Even just this morning I noticed my stepmom packed these for her work lunch, and she actually has been on Weight Watchers for a year now, and she's lost over 120 pounds. So we're going to pack a small little bag of Pop Chips. Then also, if your child likes almost like a breakfast bar or something, or you know how you have first recess and they want to have something like that, you can choose. You can either pack a Special K or you can pack a Cool Mint Cliff Bar. The Cliff Bars, they kind of tend to be a little bit heavier, so for the younger children I would suggest the Special K Bar. Also, something important to have in your child's lunch is every parent wants them to eat their daily fruit intake. So to cut up an apple or any other fruit would probably be a healthy choice for them. And also, you can always get your child involved in going to the grocery store and helping you shop. That way you don't pack something that they maybe won't like. And again, other healthy alternatives is what happens normally today is Go-Gurt or Trix or any of that stuff. Granted, when I was younger, I loved it too, but they're still full of sugar and they're still full of the unnatural dyes that aren't good for their system when they're growing. So I suggest either packing a thing of Yoplait or some cottage cheese. So next, what I'm going to show you is how to change out and get rid of all of these unhealthy sodas. Yes, when you're growing up, you remember you were the cool kid on campus if you came to school with the Dr. Pepper or some type of soda. Well, what you can do is you can still let your child be the cool kid by actually packing them not just a water, but a Crystal Light. There's many different options when it comes to Crystal Light. So just for today, let's make some fruit punch. All you have to do is you just pack this in their lunch, and they twist the cap of their water, and then they can pour their Crystal Light in. And of course you teach this with them at home. They pour a little in. And you can also do this with carbonated water, so they still get the flavor. And they shake it up, and not only now do they have a cool, pretty pink drink if you're a little girl, but they also have a fruit punch flavored drink without all the fatty and without all the sugar of any other regular drink. So you can pack that in there. Then, of course, everyone needs a little dessert, so you can always pack a little brownie, but this is a Fiber 190 calorie brownie. So you're cutting the calories and you're still letting them have the chocolate. I promise they won't know the difference. And lastly, every kid needs to be careful, so let's pack a little bit of a napkin for them. And there's your lunch. So today I showed you how you can, one, make a proper sandwich for your child. Second, I showed you how you can switch out healthy alternatives for your sides. And third, I demonstrated to you how you can make a different water alternative. Now, had my grandparents known who I grew up with, or my parents known how to make a proper lunch for me, I wouldn't have hit 100 pounds in the 3rd grade. I wouldn't have been so self-conscious, and I would have been better prepared to make the healthy choices that I can now make. Thank you.
Excellent.